Hello everyone, welcome to another weekend reading vlog. I love filming these reading vlogs and I absolutely love showing you guys like the book that I'm reading or the places that I'm going or the food that I'm eating. So I'm very excited for today's reading vlog because I'll be reading Foe by Iain Reid. So this story is about this couple who lives on this farm and this is set in the near future and one day they get a visitor. And I don't want to know more than that because I want to explore this book by myself. I want to find out what happens when there is this visitor out of nowhere. As you guys know, there's a movie out on 4 on Prime, and I haven't seen the movie because I wanted to read the book first and then maybe watch the movie. But if you guys have watched the movie, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And let's get into this reading vlog. Okay, so update time. I have read like 50 pages of 4, and so far it's really interesting. The chapters are super short. So it's like I think 2 pages and then we go to the next chapter. So far what we're seeing is that this couple has gotten a visitor, and this visitor claims that they have won like a sort of lucky draw from this randomized lottery, but instead of winning money they actually will be able to partake in some kind of project. I don't want to say what because I want you guys to read and find out, so I'm just going to be very vague. But basically, for which Junior, the husband, has to leave home and go with this visitor. And so, like, of course, this is just, super strange for them. And they're like, we don't know you, how we can just believe you, and all of that. And he's like, you know what, I will, come for my next visit. I will explain everything. So, yeah, so that's where I have just read till hoping that this gets interesting. So far, I'm intrigued. I have heard it's a little slow, like the pace is a little slow, but I've read the other two books by Iain Reid, like his previous work, and I've really enjoyed them. And even though they're a little slow burn, I think it's done so well that you don't want to like stop reading. So I'm just hoping it's the same with Foe. Let me just read like maybe a bit more and then I can give you guys another update. It's 2 p.m. right now and Manak is actually working today. So I thought I can just go out and grab some lunch. So I am carrying Foe with me. I will be going to Starbucks. I think first I want to have a coffee and then I want to go to McDonald's and grab some lunch. I have yet to decide if I want to sit there and eat and if I want to get lunch at home because I have ice cream at home and I don't want to eat ice cream. We'll see, but anyway, I'm going to Starbucks, so we'll be having coffee, reading my book, and I will update you guys after that. So I just got home, changed, also picked up some McDonald's on the way. I think we're gonna have this for dinner. I have like 50 pages remaining of the book and I am so excited to finish it. I'm gonna sit right now, finish it, and I'll probably update you guys after dinner or maybe tomorrow. And since we have another entire day to go, which is Sunday, I might actually pick up another book for this reading vlog. So sudden change of plans. I thought I'll update you guys about Foe, whatever I have read so far. I will give you a proper review tomorrow morning because I still have 50 pages to go. And I'll also show you the book that I'm planning to pick up next. And we'll see how much I can read of that new book. But let me just tell you what is happening in Foe so far. So I've read around, I think, 220 pages. It's a total of 260 pages, and so it is divided into 3 acts. So act 1, act 2, and then finally act 3. So I have actually completed till act 2, which is major chunk of the book. Just like other books by Iain Reid, you have no idea what's happening in the book. I think everything is going to be revealed at the end. I do have an idea of where this is heading, but we'll keep that for spoiler section. And yes, I think for this vlog, I do want to have a spoiler section because I do want to discuss this book. I think it's really interesting. And what I really like about this is the chapters are really short. It's like maybe 2 to 3 pages. So you're constantly feeling like, okay, let me read another chapter and then another. And before you know, you're done with the book. I think I really like the characters. So mainly we're dealing here with just 3 characters. So Junior, his wife Hen, and the visitor. And all 3 of them have distinct voice. And there's something really captivating about Iain Reid's writing that you just can't stop. Like, even if you know where this is headed, you still want to like be a part of that journey and reach the ending, which I think is something that's really rare, at least with me. So I'm really enjoying this. I feel like it is a predictable book, and if you have read a lot of thrillers or books that have twists, I think you can call it. And again, I will discuss all of that in the spoiler section. I do have an idea where this is headed. I'll talk about it. Like, actually, I'll let you know, guys, right now what my theories are. So I'm just gonna put up like a warning thing that says theory, because if this turns out to be what happens in the book, I don't want to like spoil it for any of you. So I'm just gonna put up like theory. Okay, so what I think is happening, and for this I need to give you a little bit of background about the book. So I'm also gonna put up like spoiler like somewhere here. But basically, this visitor who has come to this couple says that there is some kind of lottery that they have won where Junior, the husband, needs to go away for a while because of some kind of program or something that they're testing. So we are not aware of fully what exactly the company is or what is exactly happening, but for something called installation is where for which Junior has to leave. Now he says that because Hen will be left all alone in this farm, which is so isolated and away from everything, it is a little concerning because he doesn't want Hen to be all alone. So what he does is that he suggests that we'll give you a replacement. So it's gonna be a person. We don't know if it's a robot person, like it's made of actual biological things. It's gonna like mimic the husband exactly. So it's gonna look like Junior, it's gonna sound like Junior, it's gonna just have everything. So my theory is that what we are reading currently, is from this book is from Junior's perspective. That's the kids running around in the building. But so my theory is that we are actually reading this from the replacement's point of view. I think the actual husband, Junior, went away, and I think all his consciousness and whatever memories he has, like of Hen or of them as a couple, is put into this replacement. And I think we are reading from this replacement perspective. So the visitor is sort of like observing Junior, and I think he's technically observing the replacement. And now why I think this is because like when you read this, you see that there is no like, how do I say? Let me just show you. So you can see when there is a dialogue, there is this double quotes, right? There is a double quotes. But when something is said by like Junior, so like, you don't see any quotes here. So it's just a sentence, but there are like quotes for like other characters, like for visitor and for the wife. So that was my first clue. And I also feel like we see that he can't remember much of his marriage. Like he can't remember, things about his old life. And how can you not remember? Like it's not like it's been like so many years that you cannot remember what happened in your life before Hen came. So it's like his entire life revolves around Hen. So that's my second clue. I think we are reading from the replacement's perspective. I don't know. I will let you guys know what happens at the end. I'll let you know if whatever twist I call it, if it's correct or not. I feel like with each book that has a twist in it, it's like a test for myself as well, because I want to see how well I have done in guessing the twist. So back to non-spoiler section. I'm really enjoying this book so far. Although it's a little slow burn, I think personally because the chapters are really short, I'm flying through them. Oh, and this is not exactly a thriller. I mean, I am not sure what genre to put this in. Yes, I guess you can call it sort of like a sci-fi thriller. It has science fiction aspects as well as, we don't know what's going on. And I've heard there's a twist at the end. So I think I'm going to call it a science fiction thriller. So yeah, I'll update you guys once I'm completed this. Good morning. So it is Sunday and I have finally finished reading 4 by Iain Reid. So I really enjoyed this book and I totally called the twist. So if you've seen the spoiler section, you know that, what I was guessing, that this is where the book is heading. The book actually headed there. And I feel like when you can guess the ending, it sort of takes away from the book a little bit because, you want to be all like completely blindsided by this crazy twist. Of course, twist that makes sense, but a 4 was a little predictable for me. And I understand why everyone thinks like this is their least favorite book by Iain Reid. I guess this is mine too, maybe. I'm not sure. I think I've read almost all the books by him. I have to just go back and see if there's anything that I have not read. I do want to do an author spotlight for Iain Reid because I have read all 3 of his books. So I want to give you my in-depth thought about each of the book as well as do a ranking. I still think you should check this book out, definitely. As I said, it's sort of like a genre combined book. It has science fiction elements, it has thriller elements because there's a mystery from the beginning. You just don't know what's going on and why the visitor have come to this couple and why is this couple chosen and all of that stuff. So yeah, you can definitely pick it up and read it and see if you can guess the twist. So just like every other reading vlog, let us do pros and cons. So the pro of the book is this is actually weirdly fast paced for me. I mean, I've heard people say it's a very slow burn. I think in terms of plot, it's a little slow, but that was not a con or a pro for me as such, because I thought I was just flipping through pages because the chapters are so short, you just wanna know. And again, like, because this is a little character driven, I would say that I actually deeply connected to the characters. I thought there were just three people and all three of them had distinct voice, and it was very interesting to read, like, because all three of them were very different. And there is a way of writing. I think that Iain Reid does this thing where his writing style is very distinct, and I think writing style is one of his strong suit, which like propels his books. No matter what the plot is, you could be confused, you don't know, but there's just something about his writing that you just want to read, and you're very very invested in the story. So I think that's a huge pro. And yeah, the book is short. I thought it was entertaining, and yeah, I was not bored at all. So those were my pros for four. Coming to the cons, I think the major con that I had, the same issue with runtime, is that I could guess the ending. The end is very predictable, and you know where the book is headed. And also there's just something happens at the end, which was not directly told, but you as a reader exactly understood what happened, and which I really like. I mean, that's not really a con, but it's just the fact that you know that that is what's gonna happen. Again, knocks off a star. So given those pros and cons, my overall rating for 4 is 4 out of 5 star. So as I said, I still have another entire day to go. It's like 10 a.m. right now. And I thought I can totally read another book. I am not going to be attempting to finish whichever book I pick up. I want to read till today ends, and I will definitely update you guys about how much I've read the book and what I think about it so far. And you'll get to see my complete thought probably in wrap up if I don't finish reading it. So I thought I can pick up Half Burnt House by Alex North. I've read a book by Alex North before. I think it's called The Shadow Friend, which again I was very very interested in. Did not end up liking it. I gave it like a 3.5 on 5 stars. And I don't know what's gonna happen with this book. Excited to find out if I'm gonna love it, hate it, fall right in the middle. I actually have started reading this book. I've read like 20 pages of it, and it's about this girl. I don't know why I keep blanking on the main characters' names. So it's about this girl named Katie, and when she was in school, she left her brother Chris unattended one afternoon, and something horrific happens, like Chris get attacked. And since then, they have not been in connection. The siblings have sort of like drifted apart. And now, like years later, Katie's married, she has a kid, and she gets a call from this detective saying that, there is this murder that has happened, there's a half burnt house, and the prime suspect is Chris. And Katie is convinced that Chris did not do it, so Katie wants to go to all lengths just to prove that her brother is innocent. Oh, and I think I'm missing out another aspect, which is, oh yeah, the half burnt house is actually like a house that belonged to a local serial killer. So that's interesting. I've read like 20 pages of this book, and I am actually enjoying it. It's, very compelling. But then I feel like that's a trend that's been happening. I pick up books, I read them, enjoy them, and by the end, I am just not super impressed. I'm really hoping that, at least this year, I get like a 5 star book. I feel like I haven't rated a book 5 star in like such a long time. So I really, really hope this is the year that I actually find not just one, but many, many 5 star books. So yeah, I will update you about this book directly, I think at the end of today. I am planning to like stay in and read. I don't think I'll be going out anywhere. But yeah. Hi everyone. So it's Monday, and I wanted to like film the outro as well as just give you like the thoughts on what I have read so far. So yesterday I finished like 100 pages of Half Burnt House, and so far I'm really really liking it, and we are following actually two point of view. One is from the detectives and another one is from Katie. And so far we have seen that there is some murder that has happened, and Katie's brother Chris is actually involved in it. So Katie is now trying to figure out how he is involved, and there the detectives are trying to also understand how he fits into the murder. So I am going to continue reading this, but I think you guys will get my full review as well as how much I rate it in my quarterly wrap up. And other than that, I finished 4, which I gave a 4 on 5 star. I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog, and I am very excited to do my next video, which is probably going to be a review on the Creature Feature collection by Amazon. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video as well, so stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel because that really helps me, and press the notification bell. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see some more videos or some different kind of reading videos, please do comment below, and I'll see you soon. Bye.